Shiner fishing is pretty easy. All you need is a small hook, a very small hook, like this. This is a number 10 size hook. It's very tiny. And what you need is a very small piece of bread, dough ball, that'll fit right on the top of the hook. It'll fill up the gap. And just leave the barb sticking out. Just enough that the fish, when he sucks the little ball in, and you pull it, the tip of the hook just catches the edge of the mouth. You don't want it to go too deep into the fish because you'll kill him, and you need him to be alive. So you have to try to catch him as soon as he bites the bread. You have to pull right away in order to keep the hook from going down too deep. Now what I usually do is make up a little dough ball with one slice of bread. And then I take another piece of bread and I just throw small pieces in like so. To get the fish around the boat. Then take about 4 feet of line from the pole and I just drop it down, straight down, like so. And I can see the white ball going down. And as the ball goes down to about 4 feet, if they're eating up on the pieces of bread that I drop down, they should be just waiting for the piece that I put down there to drift down into range where they are. Let's see what happens here. Put a couple more feet out. We'll go down, down. There are school fish, and had one, I lost them. There are school fish, and there should be plenty of them down there when you get them feeding. So you have to be really quick because they'll normally grab the bread right away. Just going down, down. Keep a couple more pieces thrown in to keep them active. And as soon as they hit it, as soon as they touch that little piece of bread on your hook, you set it back. This way you don't hook them too deep. And they're pretty good at stealing the bread off the hook too, so you have to be really quick. Take it right off. We'll put another piece on. Drop it down. Now we're trying to catch shiners that are over 4 inches and under 10 inches. We like that range for big bass. If you use really tiny ones, you can catch a lot of bass, but you'll catch a lot of small ones. But if you're using that range of 5, 6, 7 inches, then here's one right here now. See, the hook is hanging right out the lip, right in the front of the lip. And that's a golden shiner, right here. He's gold, he has very soft fins. This one here is about, I'd say 5 inches. This and a little bigger is just perfect. Keep them in alive well, keep them alive. And we do the same thing. Small ball, the hook sticking out. Put it down with a couple of pieces of bread. Okay? Let's put it over here. And let it go down. We'll just keep the fish around the boat. See if we can pull up a half a dozen or so. Here we go. Another one. Right in the lip. Right in the front, just where you want them. There you go. Nice little smooth little tails. Another small little dough ball on. Drop it down. It's very simple, just one slice of bread. Squeeze it with water and work it till it turns into a dough. And just pinch off small little pieces. And once you have the shiners around, with the other pieces of bread that you throw down, then it's very, whoop, lost that one. And it's just very simple to catch them. But trying to keep them alive is another story. You have to have a good bait well, plenty of water in it, and it should be cool and a good aerator to keep the water circulating. They die really quick. Oh, here's one. Here's one. Okay. And that's a nice size one right here. Right in the lip, that's what you need. This way they stay alive a long time. Okay. I'll give you a bird's eye view down here. What we're doing. Just take the ball, put it right down, throw a couple of pieces of bread out. Keep them occupied down there. Break it up, let it sink. Just let your line go down. Here you go. There he is. Okay. We'll do that again. Throw some more bread in. Put a small ball on to keep the school around. Just keep throwing the bread down once you have them around, and they'll keep jumping on it. A small piece go down. It's a little easier on a calmer day because you can keep the boat in one spot. When it's turning around like this and dragging the line, then it's hard to keep the bait down. Sort of swing out of the school that you have all around your boat when the wind's blowing. But just keep the bread flowing so you keep them around. There should be plenty down there. Oh, took that right off. What we'll do is we'll just put another piece on and drop it straight down. Straight down, about 4 feet. And here we go. Here's one right here. Okay, now we'll do that again. Like I said, when you get a half a dozen or so, that's all you need. Just let it go down. right down to the bottom, about 4 feet. Oh, took it right off. Another small ball, right down. Here's one. There we go. Just keep the bread down in the water. Little small pieces. That's it. Keep it down, keep it going. Keep the school around. And start again. Let it sink down. There's school fish, and there's quite a few in the school. So, once you locate one, there's usually quite a few down, swimming around picking up the pieces of bread that you've been throwing down. So it takes no time at all for them to pick up your piece. There you go. Oh, that was a big one. That one got right off. See, when you hook them in the lip, very shallow, the very large ones, if you pull too hard, will just slip right off the hook. So, what you want to do is get the medium-sized ones anyway. Here you go. That's perfect size. You want right here. Nice and lively. Right in the lip. Perfect. Let's get one more. We'll get one more, then we'll start on bass. Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here he is. Here he is. Another one on. I probably have the whole school down there. Thousands of them waiting for bread to come down. This one I hooked too deep. I'm going to let this one go. Because if they bloody up the bait well, if you hook them a little too deep, then he'll kill all the other fish. So we'll put him back in the lake and hope that he makes it. Didn't hook him that deep, but just enough that the blood would cloud the water a little bit. If you get too many like that, then it's hard to keep them all alive. Did he take that off already? No. Sometimes pickerel and bass and trout see some of this action going on down there with all these shiners going crazy after the bread, and they come in to investigate and they scatter the school. So you have to wait a couple of minutes before they start over again. If you're catching other fish, when you're catching shiners, it makes it a little tougher because when you bring a bass or a pickerel in, while you're catching the shiners, you'll have a hard time getting a dozen or so because they'll just keep scattering the school. They're very, very finicky eaters when it comes to predator fish being around them. They're very hyper. They're dodging and swimming all around. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. That's enough. Here he is. You can see They have very soft, very soft scales. Right? All their fins are very soft. Dorsal fin is very soft. I'm going to put him inside the bait well right now before he dies.